Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite Switch deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, and here I cover the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. It's a decent little week this one, but I'm keeping this one punchy, 11 games for you all, so hit subscribe, join us here on SwitchCorner for reviews and deals near daily, and let's get started. If you are grabbing anything from the eShop, then get an extra discount by heading to cornershop.gg for official eShop gift cards with instant delivery at checkout. Just use code CORNER and you'll be receiving 10% off. I also then have a copy of Endling Extinction is Forever to give away today. It's a US code and all you need to do to enter, drop a comment down below the winner, then they'll be announced in next week's video. I've also linked my review to this one in the pinned comment. It's definitely a bit of an emotional survival gem in my opinion. Finally then, as many of you will know, I've had a Patreon for some time now, rarely advertise it here on the channel, but I've chosen to close it down. I cannot realistically deliver on two platforms to the level that I do want. I want to thank everyone that has supported me over there over the last year or so, but I've made the decision to instead launch memberships here on the YouTube channel. Supporting the channel, never expected, always appreciated of course, and I do want to clarify here as well, I will never lock video content behind a paywall. Instead, this is things like badges, emojis, I've got like a Killer Hades one right now, and then other bits as well, I think polls, posts, and having your name displayed at the end of each video. If you do want to check it out, find the join button, link below videos, and then also over on the channel page. Mega Man 11 then to kick us off with a new low price of 67% off. This series, it just deserves more frequent releases than it receives honestly, but this, it is a gem of a release and the most recent entry. Wanted to shout this out as well though, because we are receiving a new Gunfault next week which holds a lot of similarities. Mega Man though, I'm sure you all know now, a classic action platformer. It's packing though multiple difficulties, making it one of the more welcoming entries in the series, and in true, Mega Man fashion, we are out battling the Robot Masters and inheriting their weapons. The new visuals though are stunning throughout, as is the music, and the upgrades now, they actually impact the way we look. Absolutely quality game at this one, it is well worth your time. Chaos Code, a new sign of Catastrophe then, is an underappreciated fighter that released on the eShop to little fanfare. That said, it has a sizable following and it was a budget to begin with. Now we are matching the low with 33% off. The pixel work here, it is good stuff, as is the depth that comes packed with each character. Basically you can pick it up and play it immediately, but there's definitely enough in here to master as well. It packs 6 modes then: arcade, versus, practice, survival, and missions, and score attack. Its main downfall of this release, it removed any sort of online play or rankings, and I wish they would have maybe charged a little extra to bake that all in. While worth this price still, although not much in the way of a story if that is what you're after. My full review, it's in the pinned comment below. Cathedral then is a bit of a recent favourite. It's matching the low here with 50% off. It's old school through and through, from its visuals and music to its difficulty, so do be aware going in you will need some patience, but I think it did a great job of mirroring its influences. It's tackling the classic story of memory loss though here, as you awake in a world that you basically have no recollection of. Gameplay wise, think action adventure style, a mix of platforming, exploration, combat and boss encounters. It's definitely got a Metroidvania influence in here as well, but it's definitely more like linear than most. Check it out though again if you want a challenge. There is no hand holding here. Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure then, would be a good option for point and click fans out there. It's styled like the LucasArts releases of years back. It's just a fun ride that has you exploring, engaging in dialogue, and solving then more than a few obscure puzzles. It has an element of horror too, given its Lovecraft inspiration, but it's playful with it and suitable for all. Good sense of humour as well as you dive into conspiracies. It's a new low here then, 90% off, but if that horror spins maybe not your thing, maybe check out Jenny LeClue. That could be a good option as well. It's potentially going to be good as well to get younger ones into the genre, as you play a budding detective who is called into action after her mother is accused of murder. Unique visual style here as well, and a ton of effort was clearly put in. This one's also a steal then with 88% off. Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition and Guacamelee 2 Complete Edition, both on sale right now to throw a bit of a, modern classic in here. They come from Drinkbox Studios. They are one of the most exciting studios out there right now. We've seen slightly lower on the first game historically in discount, but the sequel, it is here matching the low price for this complete variation. That's packing in all DLC as well, so that's going to be a character pack and then what's called challenge levels. Incredible Metroidvanias though, with a great sense of humour, all inspired by Mexican culture and folklore. In the first though, we head to the world of the dead to save the president's daughter, and then in the second we are called out of retirement for a new mission. The combat here is great fun though, the platforming solid, extremely fast as well, and then they both support up to 4 players locally. Both of them currently rocking 75% off. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible at Lair then will be for those looking for something a bit more traditional in their platforming. It's honestly on sale all of the time, but it's back here matching the low of 75% off, and I am a big fan of it. Donkey Kong inspired, and in fact it's made by many of the same team, and this one is the second entry following what was a more N64 styled 3D effort. Here though we get this kind of top-down 3D overworld to explore, but then we jump into 2D levels and the action is near perfect. The reason for the Impossible Lair in the name, you can jump to the final stage immediately, but it's definitely not recommended. The story, free all of the bees and have them assist you. I like this one in handheld especially, and it looks particularly nice on the Switch OLEDs. Nightfall then to kick off the final 3 games, and this will be for the narrative fans out there. I found it really unique. It has this noir kind of visual style that matches the story perfectly. The concept, you are a taxi driver. You encounter a serial killer in Paris, but somehow you survive. Now you're heading back to work, however you are the only ever survivor, which in turn makes you a suspect. Drive the taxi though, pick up passengers, it's all map based, no actual driving in here. Investigate though for yourself, talk to all these different people, you'll assist the police, you'll be paying those, household bills, and you need to get to the bottom of who this killer is. It packs additions as well that are case spins, so there's replayability in here as well. Then it's rocking a new low price, 80% off. Our penultimate game of the video then, West the Dead, is rocking 70% off, also a new low price, and this one it's going to be for the roguelike fans out there. Here we find ourselves in what is cowboy limbo, and we need to battle through and uncover the truth behind our demise and basically exact some revenge. The gunplay is really fun though, the movement extremely flexible, and before you know it you'll be diving all over the place and owning your foes. The best parts of this one though, in my opinion, those stunning, almost cel-shaded visuals, and then the fact our lead is voiced by the legend that is Ron Perlman. He absolutely delivers. Link to my full review in the pinned comment down below though if you do want to learn more. Our final game of the video then, that is Dragon's Dogma, and it's here with a new low price and a steal, that is 67% off. This is essentially an enhanced release of the game with an extra dungeon from what I understand, as well as some balancing tweaks. For those that do not know though, it's an action RPG release that throws you into a fantasy world. Story-wise then, you're out to defeat a dragon, but there are all sorts of twists and turns along the way. It may look like Souls as well, but I do think it's quite a bit easier as experiences go, and along the way you can expect all sorts of customization, collectibles, loot and combat. The enemies are fun though, love the world, and at launch it was definitely underappreciated. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week or hoarding onto that cash? A shout out then to the patrons of the channel who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here on SwitchCorner for reviews and deals near daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.